Hey guys, so this is week 7 of the I Love Me challenge, and you may think I look similar to last week. Well, I do. I'm trying to be super organised as I have a really busy week coming up, so I'm filming a couple of tutorials and videos today just so that I don't miss anything. So yes, I do look the same. But this week's challenge is to write your own story. And when I say this, I don't mean physically write a story. I mean to live your life. Now this continues on a little bit from last week where I set you the challenge to stop comparing yourself to people quite so much. How have you got on with that? Good? Good. Well, one thing that I know I have done throughout my life is been interested in other people's lives. I don't know if that's just because I'm nosy or I genuinely am interested. But one of them, again, is also celebrities. I love celebrities. In fact, I think I'm a little bit obsessed. But I don't mind, that's fine. Now, one thing that you can always guarantee is that at some point most celebrities are going to bring out an autobiography or a book of some sort. Now that's fine, but that is purely, I wouldn't say self-indulgent, I don't want to be rude, but you know, not beneficial. They are literally for you to read about that person because you like them. Now some of them will have more interesting stories than others, some of them will have a harder life than others, and some of those will actually bring out a book which is really beneficial and will really help you. Now, one book that I got for Christmas was the Katie Piper book, and it's called Things Will Get Better. Now this one I have started reading, and it's one of those ones that I keep picking up and I read a bit and then I put it back down, and I don't know why, but I am really inspired by it. But I feel like maybe I read that bit and I take from it what I need, and then when I'm ready for the next bit I go back to it. Does that make sense? Now the other one that I have here is Kimora Lee Simmons, and it's Fabulosity, and it says what it is and how to get it. Well, I want Fabulosity. We all do, surely. So those are my two go-to books. Now the reason I like these is because they are obviously a personal story, but there's something that you can draw inspiration from. You're never going to be those people, and that's really important to sort of make sure you're aware of. I know it may sound silly, but like I said last week, when we compare ourselves to people, suddenly because we're not the same as them, we don't have the same things as them, it sort of puts a downer on stuff. So by reading these, you can take from their story or their struggles or their success what you want, and then from that you will be inspired, and from that you will write your own story. Now, one thing that I know we do a lot is to write the ending before the rest has happened. So I do this all the time, and by the time I've thought of the ending, well, the world has come to an end. Well, I don't know that that's going to happen, but if you think that, you will make it happen. So the idea is that you take each day at a time and write your own story as you go along. You don't live to be someone else, you live to be you. And by the end of your story as such, or I don't know, when you hit that goal that you're aiming for, you will have an amazing story to tell, whether it has been plain sailing, up and down, completely changed. But you get what I mean. It's basically you and your way of being, and that's absolutely fine. So when I say write your own story, feel free to read books like I read these ones, but just make sure that you make your own stamp, your own mark on your life, and that people know your story is completely you. And I hope that makes sense. I know that I kind of need to take from that a little bit, and I am much better now than I used to be, so hopefully me passing that on to you will help. So I hope that you guys continue writing your own stories, and whilst I say enjoying other people's, and I shall see you all next week. Have a great week. Bye.